Hello everyone, this is Lana. Welcome to my channel. I'm an equestrian based in Wellington, Florida, and I'm sharing my equestrian journey on this channel. So today we're going to talk about hair because this is going to be a highly requested video. A lot of you guys have asked me on Instagram about my hair care routine, and I'm happy to share it. A little introduction. I moved from California to Florida about a year ago, and oh man, it was such a big transition for my hair because the climate change is huge. In California you have dry air, in Florida it's completely different. It's super humid, so as a result you get a lot of frizz. Your hair is just really unruly and fluffy and just ginormous big hair. Even though I'm not a curly girl, I have straight hair, but still it was a challenge. So it took me some time to adjust, to find new products, to find new techniques on how to take care of my hair. And now I'm super happy to share it with you guys so that you can have healthier hair too. Everything is going to be included in the link down below in the description section, so make sure to check that out and let's dive into it. So my philosophy with hair is that it has to be simple, but I also want my hair to look healthy. That's why the tips that I'm going to give you are going to be super simple. They don't require you going to the expensive salon, getting expensive treatments. It's all doable at the convenience of your home. Basically just some simple steps that you can incorporate into your hair routine for great results. Tip number 1, replace your conditioner to a mask. I've been doing it for years, and honestly it's just so simple. It doesn't require you to do any extra steps. Just replace your conditioner to a mask. Apply it on your hair from the midsection down to the ends for about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much time you have in the shower, and then just wash it normally like you would do with the conditioner, and it's just gonna really add that extra layer of hydration for your hair, especially if you have highlights like me. I am trying to grow them out, but it takes time. So using a mask instead of a conditioner really helps to boost that hydration in your hair, makes them smoother, more elastic, and basically leads to less breakage, which is great. It's a very simple step, but you're gonna see the difference. Tip number 2, be gentle when you dry your hair. I see it everywhere. Like when I go to the gym, I see ladies rub their hair with the towel, just like this, going back and forth. This is probably going to damage your hair a lot because when your hair is wet, it's open, it's prone to breakage, especially again with highlights, and a lot of us have highlights. So instead of rubbing your hair with the towel, just gently push it. Make sure to squeeze out all the moisture from top to bottom. And another thing, don't wear your hair towel on your head forever. It's not gonna do any better for your hair just because it's gonna lock the moisture in. And then most likely you'll get some frizz, especially if you live in a hot climate and humidity is super high like here in Florida. So what I like to do, I like to squeeze out all the moisture out of my hair with the towel gently without twisting and pulling. And then I like to wrap it around my head for 5 minutes tops and then either air dry it or gently blow dry. Tip number 3 is to use the wet brushes. So these guys are super cheap. You can get them at TJ Maxx, Home Goods. Honestly, they're like $5 or $7 each. But what they do is they have soft bristles. So when you brush your hair, even if you have any like tangles, the bristles are gonna bend without ripping your hair. So less damage basically. And you can use them in the shower when you apply the mask or a conditioner to spread the product on your hair, but I just like to use them as my daily brushes. Don't forget to wash them too. I like to do it every 2 weeks at least, especially if you're using products like oils and conditioners. So this is just a great alternative to a regular brush that'll protect your hair from breakage. And this leads me to the next tip, which is be careful when you're brushing your hair. So this technique my mom taught me when I was a little kid. We all had long hair in our family, so my grandma passed it to my mom passed it to me. So always start, I like to separate my hair into 2 pieces like this, and I like to start with holding my hair up a little bit above of the area that I'm gonna brush, and then just tightly holding it like this and brushing from the ends and going up all the way to the roots, but making sure that you hold it here to avoid the pressure. And then just going up to the roots, just like this. And same with this section. That's it. Instead of doing this and pulling it hard, again, something I see a lot at my gym and all the gyms I've been to, people just do it, and it's not good for your hair. So be gentle when you brush your hair. So this was about washing and brushing and drying your hair, basically preparing them for the day. The next step, we're going to the barn and we're gonna be riding. So I used to ride with just a ponytail when I lived in California. This is not an option anymore because my hair basically rubs against my clothes, which causes a lot of tangling. And normally my hair doesn't easily tangle, but here in this humidity, I end up with a big blob of hair and it's all tangled and it's all dry. I just don't do it anymore because it's too damaging. So what I do instead, I like to wear a low bun when I ride. And I know a lot of you guys tell me that the hairnet is a thing and that it's a great way to keep your hair up and away from the sun and stuff. But I just don't like the feeling of having this bulky blob of hair under my helmet. That's why I just prefer to have a low bun, and for that I usually just do a low ponytail, I braid my hair, and then I just twist it into a low bun. As simple as that, but this hairstyle protects my hair from rubbing and also protects from the sun because, I mean, it's gonna dry your hair out, and again, especially if you have highlights, your hair is already damaged and dry. You don't wanna add up any extra dryness to it. Next up is your helmet. So a lot of helmets have the detachable inserts, which I like. When I'm shopping for a helmet, this is a big thing for me because, again, in Florida, you sweat a lot. It's always wet and moist. I try to wash it at least once a week. It's super easy. You just throw it in the washer and then just let it air dry, but it kind of protects your scalp from spreading the bacteria and fungi and all that kind of stuff. Also, it just really smells nice when you wash it. So this step will protect your scalp from unwanted things. Moving on to the post-riding hair care routine. I know it is really tempting to wash your hair after each ride, especially if it's hot and you're gonna be sweaty anyway, but overwashing strips your hair of natural oils, which you really need for a healthy scalp. So what I like to do as soon as I get home, when I get a chance, I try to either let my hair down to let it air dry or gently blow dry it on a low setting, on a medium heat, just to get rid of the moisture in your roots because moisture spreads bacteria. If I feel like my scalp is too oily, I go with a dry shampoo, and this routine helps me avoid overwashing and wash my hair basically just 2 times a week, which protects my scalp and also keeps the color in because highlights are pain and you're just trying to find ways to make it work without over drying your hair. If there is only one tip you can take from this video, because all of the above is a big hustle and you don't have enough time, which I get, please take this one. The tip is applying oil from the midsection to the ends daily. This has transformed my hair. It's been such a game changer. I've been doing it for a few years now, and every time I get a haircut, I always get compliments on how healthy my hair looks. It also saves you money because if you use hair oils regularly, you're gonna notice way less split ends. So basically you can survive from one haircut to another for a little bit longer. Like it used to be a month and a half for me. Now I can easily go up to 3 months without having to trim my ends. And it's all because of hair oil. Like it's such a simple step, but if you only have time for one thing, please let it be it because it's gonna make a huge difference to your hair. Now let's talk about night routine. Again, one simple step you can incorporate into your hair routine is swap your regular cotton pillowcase to a silk pillowcase. I will attach an Amazon link on the pillowcase that I have. It really did make a big difference for my hair. I'm noticing less frizz. It's also great for your skin actually. Cotton absorbs moisture way more than silk, and silk is just not gonna steal away all that moisture from your hair. So this is very much optional depending on your hair length. My hair has gotten really long, so I cannot sleep with my hair down just like this anymore because it pulls, like I lay on it all the time, and then I wake up, it's just uncomfortable. So I like to braid my hair loosely, just a loose braid before I go to bed, and secure it with a silk scrunchie. But this will actually prevent your hair from tangling, which I know for a lot of people is a problem. And the next morning, you're just gonna wake up with a lot more manageable hair and just less frizz, which is always a problem, especially here in this climate. And I know I said it's gonna be only 10 tips, but here's one more as a bonus. So what I did a few years ago, I ditched the scrunchies and I started using the claw clips. This isn't for everyone because this is more of a styling thing, but I noticed that not having my hair tightly tied in the back allows it to be more elastic and kind of helps me to avoid breakage with the scrunchie. Also, headaches. This really helps with avoiding the headaches too. So what I like to do, I like to just grab a large claw clip and use this instead of a scrunchie to secure my hair when I need it up. Also, again, protects from the sun because you're minimizing the surface and it just keeps it nice and secure. But again, like I said, it's more of a styling element. If you like to play with accessories, I feel like this could be a good one. And that was it. As you guys can see, there are so many ways you can take care of your hair at home without having to spend a lot of money on the salon treatments. Just incorporating a few elements into your hair care routine will make a big difference, such as silk pillowcase, oiling your hair, swapping conditioner to a mask, and protecting your hair from sun and humidity. I hope you find those tips useful and helpful. And don't forget that the link to all the products will be included in the description box. Let me know if you have any more advice on how to take care of your hair, especially in different climates. And please feel free to share it in the comments. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.